I'm Colin Smith. I was a teacher for many years, and I've been doodling since the day I was born. I filled up my notebooks with doodles, and I've kept going. I can't stop. And when COVID started, I needed something very large to do, so I decided I was going to draw Florenceville. And I went out and I stood, and if you look down the street in Florenceville, you can't see everything, right? All the houses are behind each other really because they're all on one side of the street. So what I started doing was walking down the street and then taking a picture of a house, and then walking down the street and taking a picture of a house, so that all of the houses behind me are drawn so that you're standing right in front of them. Even though that's the whole drawing. It's sort of like walking down the street. This is what you would see if you drive through Florenceville or if you walk through Florenceville. It's a different way of looking at things. And yeah. I started drawing this at the very beginning of COVID, and there's nobody in the pictures because when I went out walking last March, there was nobody on the streets. There never are a lot, but there was nobody out in the streets. And when I started drawing last March, it took me a while, obviously, because it's a pretty big drawing. And in that time, several of these buildings changed quite a bit. One building wasn't even there. I had to get drawings of what the building was going to look like so I could finish the drawing. The Pizza Delight, they were putting stone all over it. And this tree is not a tree anymore. When I started, it was a tree. And now it's a sculpture with eagles carved in it. So that's pretty fun. With these, I sketch things out in pencil first, just so I can get the rough shapes and the right size. Because if I made this house 5 times too big, it would look kind of funny. It wouldn't work. So I sketch everything out in pencil to make sure my proportions are right. And then I ink it in with a dip pen, like my father used to use when he went to school in 1930. And the birds, I put the birds in afterwards because I wanted more movement, because the picture was very static. There are no people in there. The only living thing in the pictures, before I put the birds in, is a dog, which is right here, at Clay Marco's place. He has a huge St. Bernard. It's very friendly. It's friendlier than it looks. But I put the birds in for movement and for color. And these are all birds that actually live around here. So if you know your birds, you can actually find them here.